Boys, you're telling me in the break about a great story about your old man, because obviously, sadly, he's not with us anymore, but you do some great charity work in his name. Tell us about the charity and what you're trying to achieve.
Oh, I mean, like, in Australia, there's a charity that's been started up, and they're called Fight MND. And there's 3 blokes who started it, 2 of them of which have got the disease. So there's a doctor called Ian Davis, and he's, he actually diagnosed himself with the disease. And then there's an AFL legend, Neil Danaher, who's got the disease, and they're based in Melbourne. So they raise millions down in Melbourne. Yeah. Every year, the AFL are on board. They're really good, and we just try to get that support up in Sydney now, and we're trying to be the advocates of that in Sydney, in New South Wales.
Trying to break it into the NRL a bit more. They do so many good things in the AFL. For Fight MND, they do like the big freeze every year, which is a massive game now that we went to last year, and it was unbelievable. So we're just trying to move it up to Sydney a bit more and help them out there. So.
Too many people dying. I think every 12 hours someone's diagnosed of MND, and every 12 hours someone dies. So the reason why there's not enough funding, because people don't last long enough. Yeah. So it's like 3 years, I think it is on average. So the amount of people who get it, they don't realise, because they die before they've, there's a number before they become a statistic. So that's why it's not got as much funding as like cancer or something like that, because people can't live with it, And
so. Going back, obviously, with your old man, before he got the disease, biggest fan of you boys. You used to go to all your games, and obviously got to see Sammy play first grade. But before the disease, he was a big, strapping.
We're talking about how tough rugby league was back in.
Tell us a bit about that story. That is this story. It's amazing.
Back in the 80s.
Yeah, well, we're talking about obviously just the violence, but a bit of a funny one. My dad had broken his ankle, and he had a pot on his full of his leg. And our granddad was, he was pretty tough too. And they were playing a team the next day, and so they cut his pot off with some garden scissors, and put his boot.
Try this at home.
So they put his boot on night before the game, so he could still get it on. So his foot wouldn't swell up. And then he just went on the pitch and just went on to knock someone out in scrum.
That is tough.
My granddad just said, "I want you to knock number 8 out."
And then back in the 80s, there was just every scrum was an opportunity for a bit of an altercation, wasn't it?
It's different nowadays, but it's still tough. But you just got to, you can't use your fists anymore.